Hey everyone, my name is Josh Mack, and I was brought onto the Agora team just over a month ago to be the new Director of Curriculum. And I want to say how excited I am to be a part of the team. Some of you may have met me at various town hall meetings, but everyone that I've met so far has been so committed to putting students first that I know we're going to do great things over the next 3 years of this transition. So what I wanted to do was give a few minutes to talk about myself, a little bit of background of what I've done, and a few things that we have planned over the next 3 years, but specifically the items that we'll be doing over the next 6 months as we prepare for the fall semester. So a little bit about me. I started out in online education in 2010 as a math teacher. I was brought on to Edison Learning, and I was one of the first teachers hired there full-time. So I had to teach everything that they had from 6th grade all the way up through 12th. I did asynchronous and synchronous instruction, and being one of the first ones there, a lot of the ideas and goals and everything that I kind of developed it for all the new teachers to use as they were brought onto the team. After that, I was given the opportunity to work in curriculum, and it wasn't something I was interested in doing first, but after I did it for a few years, I really just loved it. I mean, that's just what I wanted to do. I enjoy writing curriculum. I enjoy working on the back end of education, preparing everything for students and teachers. While I was there, mostly I worked with formative assessments. It was close to 90,000 students across the country that would take these basically prep tests that were aligned to state standards. And the goal was that we would take the data from these tests to prepare students so that when they took the test for real in their state, you could kind of gauge how they were going to perform on the specific test. After that, I did a middle school curriculum. We developed grades 6 to 8, core courses and electives over 2 years. And the main thing that I worked on in that process was called an interdisciplinary project, where students would work in groups of 4 over a 9-week period related to the core concepts that they were learning in their courses. So the activities that they were doing within one of these projects was directly tied to the curriculum they were studying, and they had to work together to kind of meet the end goals of the project. After that, I spent some time as an instructional supervisor, and my goal in this position was to monitor and develop teachers, initially using INEQUAL standards, and then eventually we developed an online version of the Danielson framework to use. So to talk about some of the projects we're developing right now, we're going to do our NextGen curriculum for grades 6 to 8 this year, which will be ready for the fall. And then next year we're going to develop grades 9 to 12, and the year after that we'll do K to 5, so that we have comprehensive K to 12 full curriculum. To talk about a few of the projects that I'm going to be working on with a few people this year, 3 of them that kind of go hand in hand are a gap analysis of grades 9 to 12 and K to 5, a pacing guide, and creating supplemental resources for teachers. And basically the end goal of working on all 3 of these projects is so that you have, as teachers, one document that lists out a course with all of the lesson titles, the objectives, standard alignment, the pacing for those courses, and then any supplemental resources as necessary. And the goal with the resources is to have something for every student. So you have activities and assessments that can be used for foundational, conceptual, or personal learners, just to meet the needs of everybody. I'm going to also develop a cyber basics course, which will basically be a roughly 5-lesson course that students would take before they enter their courses themselves, to kind of show them the new LMS, show them all the features that will be there, so that when they actually do take these courses, they have everything that they need to be successful in the course. We're also going to develop a new course catalog in February that will be released in March. And the only other thing I wanted to talk about was, some of you may have seen there's a curriculum coordinator position. So there's going to be 5 of them in total, 1 for each of the core subject areas, math, science, ELA, and social studies, and then another one for electives. So these people will work hand in hand with me to kind of create these resources, work through the curriculum over the next few years, and also work with Erica Gillis in creating professional development as needed. So with that, I just want to say thank you for taking the time to watch this, and happy holidays. See ya.